Think about the smartest person you know. High IQ, great grades, knows everything about everything. Now think, are they the most successful? The happiest? The best at relationships? Probably not. Because there's another kind of intelligence that most schools never teach you. One that predicts your success, your relationships, and your mental health better than your GPA ever could. It's called emotional intelligence. And by the end of this video, you're going to understand exactly what it is and how to actually build it. So, what is emotional intelligence, really? The term was popularized by psychologist Daniel Goleman in the 1990s. He argued that IQ, your traditional intelligence, only accounts for about 20% of your success in life. The other 80%? It comes down to something else entirely. Emotional intelligence, or EQ, is your ability to recognize, understand, and manage emotions, both your own and other people's. That sounds simple, but think about how often people actually fail at this. Someone cuts you off in traffic and you're angry for the next hour. Your boss gives you feedback and you shut down completely. Someone you care about is upset and you have no idea what to say. These aren't intelligence problems. They're emotional intelligence problems. And here's what makes EQ so powerful. Unlike IQ, which is mostly fixed, emotional intelligence can be trained. You can get better at it at any age, starting right now.
Goleman broke emotional intelligence into 4 main components. Think of these as the 4 skills you need to build. Number 1, self-awareness. This is knowing what you're feeling and why. Most people think they're self-aware. Most people are wrong. Self-awareness means you can catch yourself in the moment and say, I'm feeling anxious right now because I'm afraid of being judged, not just, I feel weird. Number 2, self-regulation. This is what you do with those emotions once you notice them, not suppressing them. That's actually harmful, but not letting them control your behavior either. It's the gap between feeling angry and acting angry. Number 3, empathy. This is the ability to understand what someone else is feeling from their perspective, not yours. Not how would I feel in their situation, but how are they actually feeling? That's a subtle but massive difference. Number 4, social skills. This is how you use all of the above in your relationships. How you communicate, how you handle conflict, how you build trust.
Social skills connect us. We
These
should do
4
this
skills
more.
work together, and most of us are weak in at least one of them.
Here's why emotional intelligence is genuinely difficult, and it's not your fault. Your brain has 2 main systems working at the same time. The first is your prefrontal cortex, the rational thinking part. This is where logic, planning, and decision-making happen. The second is your amygdala, the emotional alarm system. This is ancient, fast, and incredibly powerful. Its job is to detect threats and trigger a response before you even have time to think. When something emotional happens, an argument, criticism, rejection, the amygdala fires first. It basically hijacks your brain. Goleman called this the amygdala hijack. In that moment, your rational brain goes offline. You say things you don't mean, you react instead of respond, you make decisions you later regret. Emotional intelligence is essentially the ability to create a pause between that trigger and your reaction. Just a few seconds, enough for your rational brain to come back online. That pause is everything.
Let's talk about empathy, specifically, because most people misunderstand it. When someone tells you about a problem, what do? Most people immediately try to fix it. They jump to advice, solutions, silver linings. At least you have, or you should just, or it could be worse. That's not empathy. That's discomfort management. Yours, not theirs. Real empathy means sitting with someone in their feeling without trying to make it go away. It means saying, that sounds really hard, and actually meaning it. It means listening to understand,
not listening to respond. Research by Brené Brown shows that empathy drives connection, while sympathy, feeling sorry for someone from a distance, actually creates disconnection. The difference? Empathy says, I'm in this with you. Sympathy says, wow, that's rough. Glad it's not me. And people can feel the difference every single time.
Okay, here's how to actually develop emotional intelligence. Practically, not theoretically. First, name your emotions precisely. Most people use 3 words for their emotional state: good, bad, and fine. That's it. But research shows that the more precisely you can name what you're feeling, the less power it has over you. There's a difference between feeling anxious, embarrassed, disappointed, and overwhelmed. They all feel bad, but they have different causes and different solutions. Start paying attention to what you're actually feeling. Get specific. Use a broader vocabulary. This alone will change how you handle emotions. Second, practice the pause. When you feel a strong emotional reaction coming, pause. Take one slow breath. Even 3 seconds is enough to keep your rational brain in the loop. You don't have to respond immediately to every message, every comment, every conflict. The pause is a skill, and like any skill, you get better at it with practice. Third, get curious about other people. Instead of assuming you know why someone acted a certain way, ask, or at least wonder, what might they be going through right now? People almost never do things without a reason. Getting curious instead of judgmental changes your entire relationship dynamic. Fourth, reflect after emotional moments. After an argument, a difficult conversation, or a moment where you lost your cool, take 5 minutes to reflect. Not to beat yourself up, just to ask, what triggered me? What was I actually feeling? What would I do differently? This is how you build self-awareness over time. You learn your patterns, and once you see the pattern, you can change it.
Here's the thing nobody tells you about emotional intelligence. It's not about being nice. It's not about suppressing anger or always staying calm. It's not weakness. High EQ people feel everything just as intensely as everyone else. They just understand their emotions, and they choose how to respond to them. That's a superpower in your career, in your relationships, in how you handle pressure and failure and everything life throws at you. And unlike IQ, you can build this every single day. Start with one thing this week. When you feel a strong emotion, just name it out loud or in your head. I'm feeling frustrated. I'm feeling scared. That simple act of labeling rewires your brain over time. Small shift, big difference. If this hit different for you, subscribe, because every week I'm breaking down the psychology behind how we think, feel, and behave, and what to actually do about it. See you in the next one.